Greetings, this is the Mystery School of Light with, your teacher, Firefairy, aka Lyte. And I've been MIA for some time. It's what I love about being spiritual and my ascension journey is just when you think you know it all, the universe shows you that you don't. The universe also shows you what you really believe and how you really feel deep down underneath it all. So I had all kinds of unexpected happenings that I felt that I had to take the time to grow into before I could do another episode. And I did record an episode, but you could tell I was really off my rocker in that one. So I decided not to upload it. And then, I decided not to do makeup for this video because lately I've only been wearing eyeliner for the videos, and eyeliner can make you break out on your face. I don't like that. I like to keep my face clean. Also, I've been fasting and detoxifying myself just to make sure that, I'm taking really good care of myself. Because I wouldn't want those Ascension symptoms to kick in and then me feel like it's the end of the world. And there wouldn't be anything wrong with that anyways, because that inspires me most of the time. So it's the morning, and I love the morning, and then I have classes in like 30 minutes. Well, a class in 30 minutes that I do every Wednesday. Well, I go to every Wednesday. I don't do it. I will be holding classes of my own very soon for housekeeping magic. Who wants to know about housekeeping magic? And then also I'll be doing classes on spells, why your spells don't work, how to make spells work, and yeah. So recently I was asked, how could you have a mystery school if you are so depressed all the time? Which I'm going to be honest, I really am depressed most of the time, even though I shouldn't be. And they were very shocked that, I stick to the right hand path, and I don't really see it that way. I don't believe in left or right. I believe, you go forward. And then, what helps me though is it really is God. Like, it doesn't matter how bad, I feel, or, how bad things get, or whatever happens. Like, God is always there to lift me off the ground, even when I don't want to be lifted off the ground. The good Lord will go and swoop me up and take me to safety. I'm very grateful for that too, because the last thing I want to happen is this world kill the amount of innocence that I have tried my best to preserve. So, yeah, honestly, I really should record videos right when I get the inspiration, because I had some good stuff going yesterday and the day before, and I wouldn't record videos because when I was MIA, I had a hard time speaking, even, to myself and chanting and whatnot. And what I realized is that it's better to speak stuttering than never speak at all. Think about that, if you can. Why is one eye darker than the other? That is the camera, or lighting, or maybe I need to put on my mud mask. I just woke up. I did sleep on this face though. I mean this eyeball I slept on, sadly. Got some eye bloopers going on there. I have some good news though. The Mystery School of Light is gonna have a sub show called Lyte TV, and I will be interviewing all kinds of practitioners and people who are doing things just for them to get their message out to the younger generation like me, from 13 to 25. It's very important. I really feel that this generation is lost. I've personally seen babies, and they're babies to me because, you know, my soul's kind of, you know, a bit mature. Not that mature. I like to keep the inner child, you know, thriving. But babies on ecstasy, drinking, going to parties with adults. Jesus Christ. Following people like Miley Cyrus. I don't give a fuck if Miley Cyrus sees this. I'm gonna fucking tell it how it is. You are setting a bad example for this generation. Our generation, my generation. Within 20 years, 10 to 20 years of my lifespan, around that area, alright? We are looking up to the wrong people. The wrong people. Terribly. And I don't agree with that recklessness and stupidity. I mean, have you heard what sells lately? What sells is sex and drugs. All on record labels. And that's just fucking terrible. Excuse my French. It's terrible. But to each their own, I suppose. I mean, we all need that little push every so often. But it's not healthy for the soul. And not just that, but it's most likely in 440 hertz. And it is damaging your DNA crystals. And your DNA crystals give you your supernatural abilities. For example, telepathy, telekinesis, empath, well, I guess there's just that, because telekinesis, telepathy, I mean, it's pretty much everything. Oh, your third sight too. All of that is damaging, you know, our DNA crystals. And it's being done purposely. It has been done purposely for centuries and, you know, decades, I guess. Centuries and decades. They didn't have 440 hertz technology back then. But they were putting out teachings and fear that delayed humanity from evolving and living in tranquility. Also, the covering up of our history, how we were once an advanced civilization, more advanced than what we are now. And then all of a sudden, something happened, and that was kissed goodbye. But nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody goes out, you know, that's not on the mainstream news. And a lot of it, theoretically, or, you know, other people's theories, had to do with nuclear power and nuclear war, or some type of nuclear grade accident, or intentional accident. I don't know, it's pretty interesting. You guys should look it up. They found, you know, nuclear reactors, weapon grade nuclear reactors in Africa. And there are places in India that are highly radioactive. There are places, you know, oh, in Russia too, highly radioactive and dating a long time ago. Past 5 billion or whatever years. I really hate time. I can't stand it. What? But what's happening now is that there's a nuclear arms race, and then we have the beautiful Israel, aka ISIS, whatever. We have those beautiful angels with amnesia trying to bring the whole world into war while being supported by corrupt governments to bring the war just to keep people asleep, just for the sake of control. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna go to something that drastic. And this was planned for centuries, okay? Planned for centuries. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bible was fake or any of that. Either way, it still serves a purpose. Anything bad can be turned into something good. All bad things in this world can bring good after it has passed. We would not know how to appreciate the good if there was not bad. So this whole jihad thing that's been going on, is very, I believe, is orchestrated by the Vatican and the elite. And the weapons are being given to them. And then their hatred is being fueled. Or they could be getting MK Ultra in facilities off the grid. I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't. But I come here in this video, soul to soul, heart to heart, to remind you that you are no different than Christ, you are no different than Buddha, you are no different than Krishna, you are no different than Horus, you are no different than the gods that came before you. It is written in the beautiful Bible, without prejudiceness, without looking at it with prejudiceness and the judgment of the third dimensional mindset. It is written, "Ye are gods, and we were also made in the likeness of God." And then our souls are the light of God, which worked with God to bring forth creation. How beautifully that my video is being ruined by somebody spitting. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not even gonna get upset about it. I'm just not. It just sucks that I live with people. I can't wait to have my own home, my own working space. But I'm grateful for my beautiful room now, where I have all my instruments and the space to do my energy work. It's very tough, I tell you. It's tough trying to be happy all the time in a world where fear propaganda is constantly being shoved in your eye sockets. And then, wherever I go, I hear the most terrible, terrible music ever, talking about butts and vagina and sex and shooting. People should stop asking, why is the world fucked up, and actually contribute to making the world a much more beautiful place that it is. Like as I said in the previous videos, Earth is neutral. The universe is neutral. But our vibration turns that neutralness. And I'll just see this whole as my family member spitting out his phlegm. I just see this as symbolic for expelling, toxic waste from our energy bodies. Symbolic that this is what is happening. I feel that this video is about flushing out the thought forms that are making us limited, making us believe that we are limited, that we cannot go to the kingdom of God when the kingdom of God is right in front of us. And maybe this whole jihad of World War III is probably supposed to happen so that we can understand World War Peace. But what if World War II is really World War III? Because what if the First World War put us, wiped out all the previous technology and whatnot? I don't know, just a theory. Maybe there is not going to be a World War III because there was already a World War III and World War II. And maybe this is just tomfoolery. I don't think that the elite are going to get away with this. I don't think they can. I mean, humanity is waking up too fast. And the ones that are already awake, our abilities are increasing day by day. We're becoming more intuitive. We're mastering energy more and more. And it's a very, very beautiful thing. It's like from a caterpillar into a butterfly. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Even though I don't really feel all that grateful. But as I said, just when you think you know it all, the universe will show you that you don't. And just when you say, I feel perfect about this, the universe will be like, is that really what you think? Is that really what you believe? Then you got to prove to yourself, this is what I believe. You have to stand up to your fear. You have to stand up to the things that are happening in front of you. You must stand up. Don't give in to them and believe you are powerless against it. You're not powerless against it. Your vibration, your personality, Your gifts change this. They change everything. And beware of the frequencies in the TVs, for the love of God. It's probably better to watch TV on demand. And those damn commercials. Why the hell are you gonna make a commercial for something that has toxins in it? Excuse me, I just burped really close near the microphone. Jesus. Why are you going to advertise? Okay, I think it's a waste of money. Okay, flat out waste of money to invest in products that are toxic, that are going to fucking kill us. Not kill us, but make us go to the doctor to where we have to get pills. It's a waste of money. I think the elite are really fucking stupid. They like to seem smart. And I don't think they are. I really don't think they are now. Oh, I just read an article about, I don't know if it was, yeah, it was Rockefeller. The king, that's what I called him. The king even said it himself, that we're a bunch of dumbasses, retards, that we deserve to be ruled by, the royal elites, and I couldn't agree more. The facts are right in front of us, and yet we still want to pretend like everything is okay, and it's not okay. None of this is okay. Have you noticed that schools are no different than prison? Fenced off with barbed wire? Stuck to a desk in a room? You being told when to use the bathroom, when not to use the bathroom? Certain food times? Oh, and they call it learning. Memorizing is not learning. Just because you can remember something and you are told to accept it and that is correct for that paper, that test, does not mean shit. True intelligence happens when you go out and live life with experience, when you are willing to constantly learn. And those fucking facilities have made it to where you only want to learn when you go to school. And even that is not learning, that's just memorizing. The education system is a joke. It is up to you to educate yourself and use that education to empower yourself and change the world. We depend too much on a government that does not want us to govern ourselves, when we have the brain and mental capacity and potential to govern ourselves. Do you know how stupid it is that we have to have policemen to stop us from acting like a bunch of fools? Do you know how that's just fucking stupid? What are we, a bunch of fucking animals? Excuse my French, now I'm getting upset. And I do get upset like this throughout the day and through my spiritual practice. But we are being treated like cattle. We are being treated like sheep. We have to stand up for ourselves. And don't just think of it for yourself. Stand up for yourself and for your children and for your children's children. Do you want to live through a nuclear holocaust? Do you want a jihad to show up at your doorstep? What's it going to take? Your neighbor getting beheaded in front of you? Because that's exactly what they have planned. They want to bring terror to your doorstep just to keep you asleep. And it's almost too late. I shouldn't say almost too late. It's never too late. We have to stand up. And not just for ourselves, but for humanity, a whole race, a whole planet to be free. For us to govern ourselves. There are resources available. You don't like the fiat money? We have cryptocurrency now. You don't like interest? We have cryptocurrency now. See, the elite speak in terms of money. Invest into money that is for the people and not money that is for the Federal Reserve. Because it's a control system. Very, very terrible control system. And then all that Federal Reserve money goes to the beautiful corporations like Monsanto, committed to giving us autism and all those beautiful, horrific diseases. We were meant to live to 600 to 800 years. And now we only live up to 75. Does that not scare you? Does that not make you want to stand up? Does that not make you want to go and do something to where we can get back this world to the way it used to be when it was genuinely free? We are not free. We will be free once we realize that we are not free. How could you be free if you are forced to work? I'm sure some of you gamer nerds know that ringtone. It's just pleasant, I swear to God, it hits all the notes for the chakras. But we will not know true freedom unless we thoroughly research the way the world was before. The government doesn't need to protect you. You have to protect yourself. Because if you rely on the government to protect you, and you give your weapons to the government can push you into doing whatever they want you to do. You think that it's free, that you have to go to work and slave away at a job you hate, and if you don't, then you don't have a house, you don't have food, you don't have any of the things you need in this artificial system, and it's like a rat race. That's not freedom. Mother Earth provides everything we need. Provides the wood to build houses. Provides the food from the ground to eat. I haven't even eaten anything today. It's probably just energy. Provides medicine. Mother Earth provides everything. God and Mother Earth provide everything. The government really could be something great if we got the corrupt people, or the people who love the money and the artificial system so much. The world would be better if we can get a better government, or if we can get the people currently in the government out, or if we can just do away with government altogether, because they're anarchists, and that wouldn't be anarchy. Self-governing is not anarchy. It's just so gross. The whole corrupt government and that I live with, ruining everything. Everything. But it's a miracle that I'm still able to walk this path and wanting to be the best person that I could be. And I want this to be an example for all of you who stumble upon this. That despite what happens, you have to do the right thing. And you have to be the best person that you can be. Be the best angel that you can be. Earth angel, light worker, crystal children, star seeds, all of you. No matter what happens, you've got to do your best. Keep on doing it. Honestly, I could have so helped him with that phlegm problem, but my family's not open to my miraculous techniques. And then they want to hate everybody and blame and all that good shit. I'm just sweeping this away. I like a feather. I like feathers. Feathers are awesome. That's how I keep myself in high hopes. Just, I surround myself with angelic and uplifting things. Things that, assure me that everything's going to be okay. And then when the stuff that's happening that just doesn't sound right, or, I pull through it. This too shall pass. As, a good friend of mine always tells me that when I'm upset. This too shall pass. And it's true, it does. And every minute is a new now. So just wait for the next minute. When it's tough, wait for the next minute. Alright, minute down. It's a new now. That helps me. It also gives me a sense of eternity. It makes things feel like forever. But hey, it's better than feeling like time is kicking your ass. Also, I think the reason why I haven't been able to get more videos out is because I'm doing these videos without God and without the angels, and kind of being pressured to come clean with you guys. I don't know anything, but God knows everything, and all you have to do is ask, and God will show you. And He does this, through the angels in the etheric realm, and through the angels in your life. See, God is your true self, and you can't do anything in life without your true self, or else it just explodes and, deflates, or just complications. But God does not complicate. God is very simple, effective, and fast. And so is your true self. Your false self complicates everything. Your false self makes it seem like you have to jump through hoops for things, and really you just have to do it. Do it with God by your side. Do it with God in your heart. And I think there are some viewers who probably don't believe in God, believe in a goddess. This God is everything, and it's anything that you want it to be. So it can be God, goddess, devil. No prejudiceness against Satanists. I love you guys. I love everybody, even Muslims. I love Muslims too. I love Jews. I love you guys. I love the Buddhists. I love everybody. I don't affiliate with any religion, I just have my own personal truth, and then, I try to be the best person that I could be. And so should you. Religions are also like a type of government that govern you. You have to govern yourself, but don't do it without your true self. And the hell with other people's approval to do things. Just do them. As I said, it's better to speak stuttering than not speak at all. Oh, and then I give myself angel readings, as soon as I wake up, right before I go to bed, either or. So there's one last card that fell. I'm not going to show you the other cards. I feel that's personal for me, but overcoming difficulties. And then it also showed, you know what to do, Archangel Uriel. And then also moon cycles. And guess what is coming up? A full moon in Cancer. And including the 13th sign, guess what sign I am? Cancer! I don't feel like a Leo, to be honest. I always felt like, why do I have to be the star of the show? Why somehow in this 12 sign paradigm do I have to be the star of the show? It's a lot of stress. I honestly do prefer involving 13 months than 12 months, because 12 months is just bad. There are 13 months. 13 moons. But let me read the cards, because I do believe this has to do with what this full moon is going to do for us. So the card is overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. And see, with this full moon, our heart's desires speak on the full moon. Although new moons are used to banish things and send things away, a full moon, though, amplifies our desires. So if we have a desire to overcome difficulty, that urge or need will be amplified on Christmas during the full moon. It says you know what to do. You will get the urge to make changes or to cease things. Maybe a family gathering will happen and you'll be like, I'm tired of this family member or this friend or this acquaintance, giving me shit. I'm just not gonna be around them. I'm gonna go and find new people. I'm gonna go and find my new plan. It may have something to do with that. Or it may have something to do with, I wish I was more connected with my family. Or, I wish, I did things with my friends during the holidays. I want to make this different next year. That's what this will have a lot to do with that full moon energy. And you will get the urge to make changes. And you'll know exactly what to do. Archangel Uriel says through this card, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. On that full moon, do your thing. And don't even say, it's not gonna work. No. And so I was telling you about moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. So there's something beautifully happening, okay? Beautiful happening. There's something beautiful happening, okay? There's a full moon on Christmas, and Christmas is about giving. And everything is amplified on full moons. There's going to be an amplification of the giving, an etheric giving, a way out emotionally. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of it. Because the more that you act, with matter, with their own frequency, rather than absorbing outer frequencies, that is where the real change starts to occur, is inside here. If you want out here to change, you have to change in here and in here. I say that, I'm going to say that in every video, or try to. If you want change to happen, you change in here, and you change in here. Fight back against your thoughts. Fight back against your shadow aspects. Don't cave in. You know what my problem is? I sleep too much because I hate my life. Is that going to fix my life? No. So what am I going to start doing? I'm going to try and make myself stay up. Even though I kind of get tired and go to sleep. But I've got to go now because my classes are here. Well, the class is about to begin. I have to call in. Telephone class. The best class ever, because then I can just keep myself busy. But just try to be more aware, be more conscious. Think of each other, don't just think of yourself. Think of your children and your children's children. Because what you do is like a ripple effect. And I love doing this. I'm just scared to death of saying the wrong thing. But I have to trust myself. And you have to trust yourself too. You have to believe in yourself also. So, I'm just sending you guys some awesome energy right now. Energy to believe in yourself. Please believe in yourselves. Please trust in yourself. I know that your true self is God. You can immediately trust in God, and you will trust in yourself. And shine in peace. Oh, and I may be MIA a little bit longer because I'm working on my new album called Azrael, and it's almost complete, and you guys are gonna love it. And then I have a gig on the 26th, and then so I may be MIA, but I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll try to do more videos, to encourage you guys to self-empower yourselves. I believe in you guys, and not just I, but your true self, God, believes in you guys. There's unlimited energy through God. You have everything you need. You just have to believe. Well, I'm so happy I did this. Please shine in peace. Do not shine with force. Shine in peace.